And we're back, and the first thing we're gonna do, yeah, we can click on the goat. What's it do? Is it like the last one that he used to attack us? Okay, maybe not. Let's talk to people. Oh, we'll go to the guard first. Oh, Nico just walks around doing fuck all.
Welcome to Guaramonte.
Thanks. Can we get a cab?
This is the capital, Guaramonte City.
When's the next ship out of here?
But senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
Oh yeah. It's like a little piece of paradise.
Then why you wanna leave?
I'm just playing homesick. Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song by down, there are official restrictions on using Guaramonte.
How come music is restricted in Guaramonte?
It is part of the great cultural enrichment campaign.
Just explain.
Traditional Caramonte music is considered unsuitable for these fast-moving times. Nuestra Señora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
Hi. Hut.
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
Got it. Man.
Hi.
You wanna buy something?
No, not really.
I got
Hell?
cabbages. Buy
Why is his
cabbage,
head
senor.
backwards?
I don't think so. I didn't come all this way to buy
His
vegetables.
body's facing towards the right, but what the hell's wrong with his head?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Aye, Tezcatlipoca. Put it away, senor. Tezcatlipoca brings nothing but evil.
The poor guy was so freaked, he didn't even mention his cabbages. Listen, have you heard of Condor Transglobal?
No. Buy a cabbage. I'll give you a discount on both purchases.
I'm not into cabbages. See ya.
Hi. Who are you? Man. I will talk to this woman actually, she's closer.
Hi. Lovely bread.
¿Qué?
Bread,
Huh?
Sí, pan.
maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry. Hi there. What have you got for sale?
¿Qué?
I said, what have you got? Oh, never mind.
He looks gangster. Do you speak English, woman? On floor picking up some fruiting? Fruiting picker.
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
Sí.
Hey, mind the footwear, lady.
Man.
Do you have crabs?
No, only fish.
Nice fish. Thanks. If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back. Do you recognize this statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, Night Hunter.
I know, but I don't believe in luck, good or bad.
You may not now, but you will.
The guy looked scared out of his wits.
Go away.
Okay. Band. Yeah, that fat bitch. Shut up. I've clicked the band and nothing seems to be happening.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Guaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, We should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive. Two of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Bastards.
Would either of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really, they're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't? Take a look at the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
3 months ago. It was here, at the docks.
What was the ship with the condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
We play to the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
Do you guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
He's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once. But that was after he stupidly consumed a cocktail of peyote and antibiotics.
Have you seen anything like...
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
Sure, it's Tezcatlipoca. But it's only a little carving.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
Is it really that fucking bad? Well, let's talk to little Miss Fat Ginger Bitch Tits over here. Hang on, did that say?
George Stobbart, well, a long
I was
time.
gonna say that's a
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged. What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres? The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
Is Dwayne
Where's
here with you,
Dwayne?
Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoiled sport sourpuss. I want to visit those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own?
There's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take the picture.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoop.
Don't you mean a sleepy?
No, this is it. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
What do you make of this stone, Pearl?
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Well, it sure is cute.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
Surprised she ain't having to go about as pretty
What does this mean to
looking
you,
at that
Pearl?
statue.
What cute little feathers. Why, if you had 2 of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
This isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dart, tipped with a fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I get the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back. But it was a long shot. Look at this, Pearl. A tequila worm.
Don't you bring that thing anywhere as near me, honey. I swear I'll scream like a hog on a hot plate.
Huh? Her face is not happy.
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
You'll have to read it to me, George. I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun, which is due to
You're
occur
wearing
in a
glasses
few
right
weeks'
now.
time.
You'd think the government would warn us about these kind of things.
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramonte.
Oh, my.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested. What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Hoo-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan. A little less body hair, maybe, but it's him all right.
Catch you later, Pearl.
So is there anything else around here? Where's Dwayne? He's got to be this way, surely. Oh, there we go. I wonder if he's the same voice or not.
It was Pearl's husband, Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Anderson. Good to see you again.
Do I know you, son?
George Stobbart, remember?
Don't
in
think so.
Syria? I sold you a statue.
I remember that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll give you back the $50.
No, you suckered me fair and square.
Are you still working for... you know who?
You know I can't talk about my work, George. That's between me and Uncle Sam.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He's the man behind Condor, and the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids, I would have wanted a boy like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
No, really. The leader of the band in the square has been in prison just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
What's the real reason the musician was in prison?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines. That so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
I spoke to Pearl earlier.
Yeah? Did she mention that we had a kind of falling out?
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been fucking alive.
I'm gonna have to change my headphones. I don't know if it's affecting the sound for you guys, but well, you gotta blow up.
Bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog, too, she just laughed.
Bitch.
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
Do you know anything about a shipping company called Condor Transglobal?
Sure I do. You have to get up pretty early to catch Dwayne with his pants down.
What? You beat me to it?
Condor Transglobal is all wound up. Seems like my investigations scared them off.
What do you think of these panties, Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No. A guy we know in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
George's face.
Why are you looking at me like that, George?
Forget it.
That's the face he pulled when Lobno got his cock out and stuck in his mouth. Let's talk to the man.
Hi, I'm George Stobbart. What can you tell me about the mining company?
The general closed down one of their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's obsidian. It's a volcanic rock which has cooled so fast that...
Yeah. Look, I'm not interested in geology.
You're not? I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Then the guy you should talk to is the professor. He was here a while ago.
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Have you heard about the eclipse of the sun?
Sure, I'm having a party to celebrate it. Drop by.
Really?
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
Do you know what this statue represents?
Should do. I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists, but it scared people around here, so I stopped.
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No. Someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Did you see the ship with the Condor flag?
No.
But the dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
I suppose when you got no fucking legs, you know what I mean? Oh, where's this guy? I'll just see the other side then.
Hey, Nico!
Get your tits out! Hey, Nico! Get your tits out! Get your tits out! Hey, Nico! Nico! Tits! Out! Hey! Hey, Nico! Get your tits out!
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there will be no one around to observe your excavations.
Fucking hell, Indiana Jones got old. See you later, twat face. Look at the size of this guy's smile.
Thanks. My name is George Stobbart from California.
But what was this?
Nicolas. Enchanté, mon général.
They called Logan that.
Senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
Is he playing games back there? The Space Invaders. It is. That's the shooter. Watch it goes down.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Oh, you said
Have you
his
heard
dick
of a
is
guy
showing.
called Karzak?
No, I never heard of him.
I'm guessing that's
I
Karzak
hear
who
there was
just
an
left.
accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Senora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Are there any
fuck
ruins
yourself.
around the city?
Of course, Signor. Guaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour when he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier, a visitor, Signor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, Signor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
What's Ubier doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, Signor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
We've had enough of Quaramonte and we want out.
Am I stopping you?
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobbart.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
His
What do you
face,
think of these
he's not all he
panties,
seems, he isn't.
Boy, fabuloso!
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you, I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
He really wants them panties.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Okay.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor, whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were destroyed by a flash flood.
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
I'll be back.
Don't like him one bit. Safe at the back. Monitor.
It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games. The safe was undoubtedly locked.
Let's speak to Ronaldo. Ronaldo,
Hi,
Ronaldo.
I'm George Stobbart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
You can tell me about your big fucking nose. And your long
I'd like to
fucking
visit your
face.
prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, senor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
No. You think we're crazy? While being questioned, he confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
That's quite funny.
Do you recognize this statue?
It's Catholic Book. The night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
But yeah, they call him the night wind, the night hunter, the night this, the night that. Fucking hell.
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
I'm trying to get out of Quaramonte.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd be able to buy back half my family.
Never mind them. What about my visa?
We don't take visa.
I didn't ask if you take a visa. I want you to give me a visa.
I can't help you, senor. I don't understand these things.
So long.
Right. On that note, I will save the game and see you on the flip-flop.